In 2011, my family took a 3-month trip out west. We covered 10,000 miles and over a dozen national parks. Out of all the parks we visited, Olympic National Park in Washington State was my favorite. I remember hiking through rainforests, exploring tidal pools, and playing in the snow. Olympic National Park is the only place in the United States where you can visit 3 unique ecosystems all in one trip. Hi, I'm Annie Torrey, and over the next few minutes, I will share with you the history of Olympic National Park, what you can do while you're there, and the future of the park. Olympic National Park is known for its diversity. According to the National Park Service, the park protects over 900,000 acres and 3 different ecosystems: the Glacier Mountains, wild Pacific coastline, and magnificent rainforests. The history of the park starts with American Indians. They were the first inhabitants of the Olympic wilderness. In the late 18th century, the first voyages to the area were made by European explorers. In the 1800s, the Klondike Gold Rush brought thousands of miners to the area. President Theodore Roosevelt created Mount Olympus National Monument in 1909. It was designated a national park by Franklin Roosevelt in 1938. In his book, Olympic National Park, author John Hamilton estimates that 3.3 million people visit the park every year. There are so many activities that draw this many people to the area. On the western side of the park is surrounded by temperate rainforests. According to the National Park Service, the rainforests receive 150 inches of rain every year. The Hoh Rainforest is the best preserved rainforest in the nation. The Hoh is the park's most popular attraction. Visitors can camp on one of the 88 sites or hike the 17-mile Hoh River Trail, which leads to the side of Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus is part of the Olympic Mountains, which are in the center of the park. The Olympic Mountains are topped with ancient glaciers. The largest glacier is the Hoh Glacier, which is 3 miles long. Hurricane Ridge is the most easily assessed mountain in the area. It gets its name because winds often gust over 75 miles an hour. The National Park Service reports that every year 30 to 35 feet of snow fall on Hurricane Ridge. I remember being there in September and playing in the snow from the previous winter. Visitors to the mountain can hike 8 different trails, or in the summer or in the winter, they can ski, snowshoe, or sled on the mountain slopes. The mountain views were incredible. However, the time I spent exploring the coastal region at Olympic was my favorite. The coast is a rugged, sandy beach along 60 miles of forest, but Playlock Beach is the most visited area in the park. We stopped at the popular Moore's Hole-in-the-Wall Arch. We saw many tidal pools. We saw hundreds of colorful sea urchins, sea anemones, and starfish. Visitors to the coastal region can camp, hike, or take a ranger-led tour. The future of Olympic Park could be in danger. Because Olympic Park is so popular, the National Park needs to protect and preserve this national treasure. The Park General Management Plan, issued in 2010, lists 2 critical areas which need to be protected: the history and the wilderness. Plans are in place to protect the wilderness. Programs are underway to restore river ecosystems and goat habitats. Rangers are also working on programs to control invasive plants and to eliminate pollution. One way to eliminate pollution is by creating mass transit networks throughout the park. According to the U.S. Forest Service, many historic sites are found on Olympic National Park. The National Historic Preservation Act protects history and culture of these sites. This allows my generation to enjoy the history of Olympic for years to come. You now know the history of Olympic, what the park has to offer, and the future of the park. Exploring Olympic's unique ecosystems is like visiting 3 parks in one. In a day, you can go from the mountains to the rainforests to the coast. Visiting Olympic National Park was a highlight of my trip out west. I will never forget this incredible park and all it has to offer.